Khloe Kardashian's employee is turning on her. This guy named Matthew worked at Khloe's home for almost 3 years. He was a big part of her daily life until he was tragically injured. After spending 6 months recovering, he showed up to Khloe's to find out he was fired. Now he's bringing up all the evidence and taking Khloe to court. So let's get into it. It's a good thing Khloe's sister, Kim Kardashian, is a lawyer because she's headed back to court again. And it's always so personal when it comes to the Kardashians. I mean, now their ex-household assistant is suing Khloe. It must be scary when personal assistants or maids decide to sue the Kardashians because these people see their personal and intimate moments. And do you really want to drag those moments into the courtroom where everyone's going to hear about it? Well, Khloe allegedly fired one of her former household assistants after he suffered a knee injury. So now he's suing her. But Khloe is calling BS. Just to give you guys some backstory, the person who is currently suing Khloe is named Matthew Manhard, and he used to work for Khloe and claims that it was a total nightmare. Here's a picture of Matthew. He doesn't post on Instagram much, but someone commented on this post and wrote, "Oh, looky. Someone hard up for money, so they sue. Hopefully you lose." And it doesn't look like Khloe is happy about this lawsuit. And when it comes to Khloe, she's not really good at holding back. She loves to go onto Twitter and social media and to post shade about whatever she's going through. After we found out about this lawsuit and the media started reporting on it, Khloe posted this onto her story, a photo with the text, "Knowing that a thief can come and steal your peace." So he's accusing her of a terrible workplace and not being paid, and she's accusing him of stealing her peace. She also shared a video where there's like a voiceover, and in the voiceover, they're talking about theft and stealing your peace again. I'm going to go ahead and play this clip. I couldn't find the exact clip that she shared on her story, but I at least found the text that she reshared, and it seems like this is how she feels.
How does it feel knowing that a thief can come and steal your peace because your lack of boundaries gave them permission? You're just a gift that keeps on giving, a Santa Claus with no Christmas in return. No excuse should excuse you from not putting yourself first. What, you scared of your past or something? What, you scared your friends gonna laugh or something? Cause what you feel is what you attract.
So Khloe is obviously pissed off. She's posting on her Instagram story. She could easily ignore it, but she wants us to know how she feels. So let's go ahead and talk about how Matthew feels. According to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Matthew claims he worked for Khloe from January 19th through November 2022, when he says that she fired him as he was trying to return from a knee injury that put him on the shelf. Right off the bat, I see January 2019 to November 2022. That would have been like, what, 3 years? That's kind of a long time. I mean, I believe it, staying at your job, if it's a good job, for as long as you can. But there are so many people who work like 6 months at one job, a year and a half at another. So it seemed like this Matthew guy was employed by Khloe for a long time. It's not like he just worked there for 4 months, 6 months, and then left.
Matthew Manhard started working for the mom of two in January 2019, but in May 2022, he alleges he dislocated and fractured his kneecap, which required surgery and hospitalization.
We don't know exactly how Matthew injured his knee. I did pay attention to those dates. I tried to look at his Instagram to see if there's any posts, any clues, but there really wasn't anything. Maybe he's deleted everything since the lawsuit. I don't really know. Khloe's former assistant claims that she kept him so busy with tasks, he often couldn't take his legally required breaks. And he says that she also skirted paying him overtime, even though he often worked 12-hour days.
Matthew also claims the reality star kept him so busy with tasks that he wasn't able to take his legally required breaks, and alleges he wasn't paid overtime on days he worked 12-hour shifts. Matthew is seeking monetary compensation and claims the reality star broke California labor laws.
So Matthew's looking for money, which usually rubs people the wrong way every time. I mean, no matter what, if you're looking for money in a lawsuit case, people are going to say that you're just like going after it for the money, which maybe he is. I did DM him trying to ask if he had a statement, but he didn't reply to me. Probably, the best thing to do, because I don't think you're supposed to talk while you're in a legal battle. But let's go ahead and talk about his accusations. So according to the legal documents obtained by the U.S. Sun, Khloé's former assistant, Matthew, claims that she acted with oppression, fraud, and malice by humiliating him. In addition, Khloé is being charged with violating 12 California state labor laws. Her former employee is also claiming damage to his mental health. In his complaint, they claim that firing him has caused damage to his professional reputation as well as his income and other benefits. Matthew's attorney says that he has also suffered and continues to suffer from general damages in the form of anxiety, anguish, and mental suffering, which I'm kind of like, okay, I mean, I wish I could sue like all the jobs I used to work before for mental health issues, because they definitely gave me major anxiety. But I don't know if you can't really sue someone for anxiety. It's kind of like a personal thing. If she didn't actually like abuse you, then like you can't really blame her for your mental health issues. Like missing out on a lunch break doesn't like give you general damages from mental health issues. It's kind of disrespectful to what mental health means and how important it is when you like throw it around like this. But let's get into more of the complaint, because they write, as a proximate result of Khloé's wrongful termination of Matthew's employment, Matthew has suffered fright, nervousness, grief, anxiety, worry, shame, mortification, injured feelings, mental suffering, shock, humiliation. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. He's got indignity as well as other unpleasant physical and mental and emotional reactions. I'm like reading this, I'm like, did Khloé like go in the back and get a bat and fucking break his leg and then like do some shit? Like the way that he has everything suffered from, so he didn't have any of this before his job with Khloé. Fright, nervousness, grief, anxiety, worry, shame, mortification, injured. I'm like, did Khloé go and do it herself? Did she take your knee and break it herself? And that's why, because that would be the only thing that actually makes sense at this point. I actually have friends in real life that I've been friends with for years before I even did YouTube that have worked for the Kardashians as personal assistants. Like one of my best friends from back home was Kylie Jenner's personal assistant for a while. And is it a fun job? No, not at all. But like, you're not like at least in her case, she wasn't abused. Maybe Matthew was. Matthew described his terrible experience working for Khloé, claiming that he's entitled to punitive damages and an amount according to proof at the time of trial. So he's not like saying like, oh, you know what, I'm suing you for $10 million. It looks like they're going to come up with an amount in trial, which is probably smart, because if he just like, asked for $10 million, like the case would probably be dismissed. My first question would be, would Matthew still be employed if he didn't injure his knee? Because that's when you get into disability rights, and he should be allowed to go and heal and come back to his job if he's a good employee. Like this injury shouldn't ruin his entire life. I agree with that.
He says he notified Khloé the next day that he was unable to work and would be taking a leave of absence. But Matthew says when he returned to work 6 months later in November, he was fired.
Let's take a step back and think about this as a business, because a business cannot run if one of their employees are gone for 6 months. So you would think that, Khloé would temporarily hire someone until that main employee is back, or maybe even keep both. And I'm not entirely sure what her process was like, but I would assume that they would have clearly communicated that with Matthew. If he can't work, then really what can they do for him? But I think Khloé's going to run into some problems in trial when it comes to these California labor laws, because she supposedly violated 12 of them, which is a big deal. So if he can get her on those opposed to the knee situation, he might be able to get some money.
He also didn't receive mandated meal and bread. Khloé had this man working for her. Her family is one of the richest family. Khloé, the personal assistant, you make more than enough. Do you know that she wasn't giving him, according to him, lunch breaks and rest breaks? He was able to perform the essential job duties with reasonable accommodation for his disabilities and would not have imposed an undue hardship on Khloé money.
If Matthew was able to get Khloé on a bunch of these violations, then other employees could join and it could be a whole class action lawsuit. You guys may remember that Kim Kardashian got herself in a similar situation back in 2021. Kim Kardashian sued by former maintenance staff for unpaid wages, which maintenance people, you definitely want your maintenance people paid, because with a house that big, if you want to keep it running, you've got to make sure everyone's paid and taken care of. I don't know why you would underpay these people, seriously. And she was actually sued for $60 million. 7 former members of the gardening and maintenance staff, and actually some of these people are family members too, so she's screwing over the entire family. They claim that Kim was late with their pay, withheld 10% of their wages for taxes, and then didn't forward those sums to the government. Oh my gosh, so did she claim that they took their tax money for them to take care of their taxes, but then didn't actually give it to the government? So then the tax people came to them looking for their tax money. They also complained about the break situation because they did not get lunch breaks. And I don't understand why they couldn't. Like the maintenance and the gardening people, they really couldn't take 30 minutes out of their day just to go eat their meal. Like there's nothing really pressing going on at the house. They claim they did not get itemized pay stubs, so they didn't know what they were getting paid or not getting paid. There's also a 16-year-old employee working more than 48 hours a week. She had children over here, like child labor laws being violated. They also claim when they brought up these issues to their bosses, some of them were fired. So nobody felt comfortable asking for a lunch break when they would just be let go. Aaron Ramirez, his brother Christopher, and his son Andrew, along with 4 other people, were all suing Kim for these problems, and it sounds kind of similar to Khloe's. But I tried to take a look into what happened with this lawsuit, and I can't find anything. Which, if you guys have a way to look up cases and to figure out what happened with them, comment below or email me. I've been doing research for quite a while, and I've noticed with cases like these, it appears that they settled them privately. So there's really no media coverage. There's no, court documents because it wasn't handled in court. Kim probably met with these people, paid them a lump sum to never speak about this again and to go away. And it looks like Khloe would do the same thing if she could. Her legal rep is telling the press that it's unfortunate to learn that a former employee would choose to go this route. Matthew was properly classified and compensated for his role. Quote, toward the end of his employment, he was on a leave of absence for an extended period of time, and the role eventually needed to be replaced. We will not tolerate false accusations and will prove that this is a frivolous lawsuit.
We will not tolerate false accusations and will prove that this is a frivolous lawsuit. But this isn't the first accusation Coco's had to fight off this year.
You just have to deal with it.
You just have to deal with it. And I feel like she's going to deal with it privately, but who really knows? And if this Matthew guy reaches back out to me, he could come onto the channel and talk about it. I'm more than happy to hear what he has to say. But here's my email if you guys have any other video ideas for me. Let's go ahead and open this P.O. Box package letter. What the heck? This is so cute. Look, it's a sticker of me. I love that so much. So sweet. It looks like it's from Gritty Jem. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm trying to keep the sticker all safe. Dear Sloan, thank you for everything you do. It's appreciated. I look forward to your videos every day. I appreciate how you cover celebrity stories that are not always new or well covered. One of my favorites was the Paula Abdul and the plane crash. One of my favorites too. Enclosed are some original stickers I made. I recently graduated from grad school with a master's in social work and decided to become an artist and content creator. Q, congrats on graduating. I'm starting a podcast with my friend, the Bipolar AF podcast, a podcast that gives individuals a platform to tell their stories. We're looking for participants for the platform to tell. Ooh, you should interview Sarah Kendall Baby on Instagram because she's got bipolar, very open about it. Also, I like to make art and make stickers and other crafts. If you would like some custom limited edition goods, I'd be happy to do so. This offer is also open to your viewers. I can help create tailored made stickers. I will link everything below. I hope you continue your amazing, time consuming, but hopefully fulfilling journey. Oh, that's so sweet, Jen. I love that. Oh, Gritty Jem. So I'll list everything below. That's so nice. And it's the Bipolar AF shop. And there's the Gritty Jem shop. Oh my gosh. These are so cool. Wait, what? Look. Let's get into it. Oh my God, my podcast. I'm so excited for this. This is so sweet. Oh my gosh, so cute of me. You guys know I love, I don't know if it's I hope it's not, but I just love little custom things. Wait, let's get close. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, and look how good it looks on camera. You did that. If you guys need stickers made, it's all below. All the information's below. All you need to know. Wow, these are so cute. I like low-key want to put them all over my laptop. I think I might have to. This one says, let me talk to my therapist. Some of the original ones, and these, oh my gosh, so adorable. I don't even know how you got this picture. I guess this was my old profile picture, wasn't it? Wow. These are so sweet. I love them so much. These are adorable and so well made. Definitely go and check out their shop. Go and support a fellow subscriber. And I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.